China is about to build a port with 9.4 billion yuan, and Peru is going to withdraw the exclusive right to operate it. The deep-water port invested and built by China in South America with 9.4 billion yuan will finally be completed in November this year. At this critical moment, Peru suddenly regretted and demanded to take back the exclusive right to operate the port project, and even filed a lawsuit against it. What is going on? After the port is built, it can obviously help Peru become a new trade transit station in South America. Why did the country suddenly go back on its word? Let us learn more about it in this video. Peru is located in the middle of the west coast of South America, with an area of about 1.2852 million square kilometers. In terms of location, it can serve as an important channel for Latin America to enter and exit the Pacific Ocean. As early as 2019, China negotiated with Peru to jointly develop the port of Chancay on the west coast of the country. The port of Chancay is located in Chancay, 80 kilometers north of Lima, the capital of Peru. The city is a historic coastal city in Peru, but the infrastructure in the city is backward and the economy has not been developed. However, the city's port has obvious advantages and is very suitable for the construction of a large deep-water port. For China, it can serve as an important transportation node for trade with South America. Latin America and the Caribbean are rich in resources. The proven oil reserves here account for 12% of the world's total reserves. In addition, Mexico, Venezuela, Argentina, Brazil, and other countries also have rich coal reserves. The reserves of iron ore, bauxite, copper ore, etc. are among the best in the world. In addition, the hydropower and geothermal resources here are also very rich. Moreover, Latin America has a favorable climate and developed agriculture and animal husbandry. Among them, Brazil is a major agricultural country in Latin America, rich in agricultural products such as coffee and soybeans. In recent years, bilateral trade between China and Latin American countries has continued to heat up, and trade volume has continued to grow for several consecutive years. In 2023, China's total import and export trade with Latin America has reached 3.44 trillion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 6.8%. In today's situation where the European economy continues to be weak and domestic and foreign markets cannot be stabilized, Latin America is undoubtedly another major emerging trade market after Europe, the United States, and Southeast Asia. As an important country on the west coast of South America, Peru has obvious transportation advantages and can serve as a new trade transit station for China and Latin America. Peru itself is also a resource-rich country, with the total amount of minerals in the country ranking 7th in the world. Peru is also China's 4th largest trading country in South America. China has been Peru's largest trading partner for 9 consecutive years, and the bilateral trade volume reached $37.691 billion in 2023. Every year, the country's copper, iron, zinc, and other resources are shipped to China in large quantities, while China mainly exports automobiles, textiles, and other products to the country. As an important promoter of the Belt and Road Initiative, China and Peru need a strong port to support the increasingly in-depth trade exchanges. Under this circumstance, the two parties jointly signed an agreement to jointly develop the port of Chancay. According to the agreement, China COSCO Shipping will invest $1.3 billion, or about 9.4 billion renminbi, to build the port and obtain 60% of the equity of the port of Chancay and the exclusive right to operate the port. According to the plan, The port of Chancay will be built into a large port capable of handling 1.5 million tons of containers and 6 million tons of cargo. In addition, the project also includes a well-equipped logistics park covering an area of 1,100 hectares. Peru borders Chile, Colombia, Bolivia, and other countries on land and sea. In the future, it will become the most important transportation hub and logistics center along the South Pacific coast of Latin America. In order to further leverage Peru's transportation advantages, a 1.8-kilometer-long tunnel will be built in the port project to connect Lima with the Pan-American Highway, thereby integrating the entire transportation network in the Americas. After Chinese companies took over the equity of the port, construction officially started in 2011. In the first phase of the plan, a total of 4 berths will be built, including 2 multi-purpose berths and 2 container berths. It is expected to be able to dock Panama-class cargo ships with a carrying capacity of 18,000 to 24,000 containers. After completion, the shipping time from Peru to Asia will be shortened by at least 10 days. At present, Peru's domestic economy is in serious recession, with a total GDP of only $267.565 billion in 2023. For Peru, the development of Chancay Port will provide thousands of direct jobs and more than 7,000 indirect jobs for the local area. With the help of the port, Peru's logistics and transportation networks will have the opportunity to be revitalized. This will be the best opportunity to change the domestic development dilemma. Once completed, the project will inevitably lead China and Peru to a win-win situation. However, just as the port was about to be completed in November this year, Peru suddenly went back on its word. COSCO Shipping Ports Peru Chancay Company issued a statement saying that the Peruvian Port Authority suddenly filed a lawsuit a few days ago demanding the cancellation of the exclusive operating rights of Chinese companies in the Chancay Port project. In other words, at this critical moment, Peru is ready to unilaterally tear up the previously agreed agreement. According to Chinese companies, obtaining the project exclusive right in 2021 involves providing basic services such as pilotage, towing, and refueling for Chancay Port, and the relevant exclusive rights are the key elements of the first phase of investment. In the past few years, even during the epidemic, China has taken great pains to complete the project construction as expected as possible, but now Peru's withdrawal of the operating rights means that all previous efforts will be in vain. If the China-Peru cooperation is interrupted this time, it will inevitably affect the next in-depth cooperation between the two countries. Peru's international reputation will also decline as a result, and it will even affect China and Peru's cooperation in mining and other fields. Obviously, it is only one step away from the opening of the port. Why did Peru suddenly regret it at this critical moment? Although Peru is also very optimistic about the Chancay Port project, the frequent changes of Peruvian leaders in recent years have often shaken Peru's attitude towards cooperation with China. It is reported that from 2018 to 2022, Peru has replaced 6 presidents in just 4 or 5 years. This also led to changes in the strategic decisions made by the then leaders of Peru to their predecessors. This time, the Peruvian National Port Authority stated that the abolition of COSCO Shipping's exclusive operating rights in Chancay Port is correcting administrative errors. However, the relevant measures will not affect the construction of the Chancay Port project. Peru will continue to cooperate with Chinese companies and hopes to complete the port project as planned. Many people speculate that Peru's sudden proposal to withdraw the franchise at this moment is probably to obtain more benefits from the port. In the contract signed between China and Peru, Peru only obtained 40% of the equity of the port. In other words, Peru will be able to obtain less than half of the income from Chancay Port in the future, and Peru is obviously not satisfied with this. Therefore, Peru chose to use the excuse of withdrawing the exclusive operating rights when it was about to be completed to expand its own interests. In addition, some people believe that Peru's abnormal behavior this time may also be related to the United States. It should be known that the United States has always regarded Latin America as its backyard, and has tried to strengthen its control over Latin America by influencing the economy, culture, and military of various countries. With the increasingly close trade ties between China and Latin America, it will naturally attract the attention of the United States. In addition, the Panama Canal, which is controlled by the United States, is an important shipping channel connecting the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. It is also one of the 7 wonders of the world and is known as the Bridge of the World. The canal currently provides convenience for 180 sea routes, and connects more than 170 countries around the world, reaching 1,920 ports. Therefore, the canal is also regarded as the artery of shipping trade between Asia and the Americas, and its transportation volume accounts for 46% of the total share of goods from Northeast Asia to the east coast of the United States. However, once the construction of Chancay Port is completed, goods in the Americas can be directly transported to the port through the land transportation network. Merchant ships from the Pacific can also directly reach Peru. In this way, the role of the Panama Canal will decline rapidly, and a large amount of goods will no longer need to be transferred through the United States. This will cause huge economic losses to the United States. At the same time, the status and influence of the United States in Latin America will also decline rapidly. In short, Peru's attempt to take back the exclusive right to operate the port is due to complicated reasons. However, if Peru only pursues immediate interests and gives up long-term development, it will suffer the most. The outside world still does not know the truth. But it is obviously not possible to take advantage of China at both ends. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.